We're here to mod a Game Boy Advance. Look at this. It's Game Boy Advance. I covered up the screen of the Game Boy Advance just because it's so reflective. I don't want it to be revealing any time traveling secrets. Hey, Wireball. Welcome in. Yes, no more getting electrocuted. Although I've not gotten electrocuted live on stream. But I will tell you, I have actually gotten electrocuted before. It is not fun. I was working on a washing machine once. I was trying to fix the control panel of a washing machine, and I reached around behind the washing machine to unplug something, and got a very unpleasant zapping sensation. And my arm locked up, and I couldn't let go of what I had grabbed back there. It turned out I had grabbed a exposed mains line. That wasn't very fun. So don't do that. Make sure you get everything unplugged before you work on anything high voltage like that, and pull it out. Don't blindly feel around behind something. Learn from my mistakes. But yeah, we have this Game Boy Advance that I got at a convention. Oh, it's got a game in it. Oh, hey. The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past and Four Swords double pack. Nice. We'll use this for our testing later. Put that up on our power supply. Let's see. Did I have batteries in this? Oh, I did. We don't want batteries in there. That's not good. But actually, I think I need batteries because the mod we're doing today is going to include replacing this battery bay and filling it with a lithium-ion battery, which will be really fun. Wireball, you've also gotten a few jolts through the fingers. Yeah, I have all my fingers. These are all my naturally born fingers. Thankfully, they're all here because my brushes with electricity have been few and memorable, but not damaging, luckily. So hey, knock on wood. Not that I'm a very superstitious person, but I need to be more. I've learned to be a lot more careful with electricity, but don't learn the hard way. But let's see. Let's get started. I'm super excited. Let's just jump right in. All right. So, like I was talking about, here's our first mod. This is the by Retro 6, the lithium-ion battery and USB-C charging module. So this is just a drop-in right in the back. Just ploop right on in. And in the case we have, we don't even need to do any cutting out because the shell I bought strategically was a Retro 6 shell. So it's already been cut and modded for this mod. So I don't have to do any of that, which is kind of a pain in the butt to do. And I'm happy for it that I don't have to do it. Let's see. And we've got in here, we've got our screen. And we'll want to do just a run through of this. They say to test it, do a dry run, kind of connect it to everything outside the system, just to make sure it gets everything turns on and works. So we'll leave that in the bubble wrap for now. Here's the little components of cable. What is this in this little packet here? Let's open it up and find out. It's the, excuse me, the control board. Okay, so set that up to the side. And this is a little bracket to hold it in the shell, because the screen, I think it's like either that way or that way, because the IPS screens don't line up 100% to the same size as the default screens, so we need this little bracket to fill in the extra space and hold it in place. So that's for. Let's see. We got our buttons. Pretty self-explanatory. We got a bunch of screws and a little lens for the light. I already have a different sticker I added that is a little bit nicer looking, so I don't need this one, but it's nice to have extras. Here's a little ribbon cable for connecting the various functions of the screen together. If I remember correctly, it like solders onto the board like that, and this cable comes around and plugs into this board. Yeah, right there. So I think we solder these points onto the board, and then this wraps around and plugs in right there. So that will be also for later. Got ourselves a new Funky Play speaker. I don't know how good the speaker is in this one. I usually just replace them just because these speakers are a little bit nicer, and they're only a couple dollars. So since I'm ordering a bunch of mods, I just go ahead and grab these. Whenever I'm doing anything with a Game Boy, I just change the speaker out, just in case. You know, I'm already in there. I'm already taking stuff apart. Might as well put a fresh new speaker in there. Let's see. This is our amplifier. Exactly, Warball. Yeah, less chance that that's gonna disintegrate down the road. I totally agree. I mean, these speakers last forever. I mean, they're these tiny little basic speakers. But I mean, they're already 20, 30 years old, depending on what Game Boy we're working on at the time. So I might as well just refresh them. And they're exposed too. That's another thing. These openings are, you know, it's just a little grill, but you know, the actual speaker itself is exposed. So a lot of times they get dirt and grime and debris in there, and they get damaged, and yeah, it's just easier to replace them with a known good working speaker while we've got it all apart, especially since they're so cheap. But yeah, here's our little amplifier that just solders directly to the board. I think it's like over here, I think. And then we connect our speakers to these two little pads here. So that's a super quick mod to put on, and it should give us a lot better, louder, like it should give us more output to the speaker, so it can get loud. It'll be nice and clear. But another mod I like to do when I'm excuse me, I need to get some water. Some Tums. I had pizza again today did the Saturday pizza thing, and my stomach's kind of angry at me for it. Oh yeah, have I already showed you all the water bottle I use on stream? There's a water bottle I use for stream. Make sure I stay plenty hydrated. But Retro 6 also makes these little de-hum kits. I've had really good success with these to make the audio a little bit clearer. It's basically just a couple extra capacitors to add to your the audio circuitry and the power lines to these IPS screens, and these original screens as well have some pretty bad noise that they'll drop into the I think it's I want to say, and I haven't talked to anyone at Retro 6 about this, but I think it's the screen is dumping electrical feedback into the ground plane, and this helps to kind of pull that out and get rid of it. So those just solder into a couple little joints over here. Another easy quick mod we'll throw in there. So this should be pretty souped up when we're done. Let's see. Oh yeah, I didn't show you all this last time. This is the battery pack we're gonna use. Got the symbol there for I forget if that was Char's personal symbol or if that's Neo Zion or Neo Zeon. Anyways, the faction that Char, I think this is the symbol for the faction Char starts in the movie Char's counterattack, which is what this is zombies from. So that was another one of those water slide decals from the case that I modded, which you guys will get to see on stream here in a bit. And we got some stickers and other stuff. Let me make sure the box is empty. Oh, while we're here talking about that, I'm not gonna bring the big Sazabi over, but I figure we'll just get little chibi Sazabi over here hanging out with us while we work. So yeah, this if you aren't aware, the mod we're doing is we're making a Sazabi themed Game Boy Advance. This is the case that we're going to be using. I don't want to angle it too high because I don't want to reflect some time energy back at you guys through the camera, but yeah, I'm very excited. I love how this came out. I did all this myself. It was a base red shell, and I scribed on the panel lines, inked them, did a little bit of painting, used water slide decals from an RG, a real grade Sazabi kit. I had an extra sheet of the decals, and so I used those extra decals to decorate the shell, and then I clear coated it. Thanks, Wireball. Yes, don't get bizarped. Bizarp? Anyways. Let's see, let Sazabi hang out right there like that. Yeah. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do, clear this stuff away. Get this all off to the side. Actually, let me just put them all in the box. Put all this away for now. Just gently put this stuff in here. And I wouldn't store these just naked like this in here. But this is just temporary while we're putting stuff together. Let's see. Let me get these bags out of here. That's trash. Alright. First thing we gotta do is take this one apart. Yeah, get out of here, battery pack cover. We don't need you. Alright, we need tri-wing screws to get started. Ooh, wait, that's pizza time, not Zap? We definitely don't need any more pizza. I'm actually really suffering over here. That pizza really upset my stomach. Super acidic pizza I got a hold of today. Alright, let's get our tri-wing drive. Where are you? Is this it? Yeah, here we go. This one should work. A little tri-wing bit. And we'll just start taking screws out. And this time, I'm gonna be smart. I have these little trays. I've never used them before. I do have some antacids, but I don't want to pause the stream to go get one. We will take a short break at the 1 hour mark. Unless it gets too bad, I might run down and grab some. Oh, come on. This screw is like misthreaded. Did I do that? Or was it just misthreaded? When I've taken this thing apart, I think. I don't remember. One thing you might be asking why I'm doing all these mods, other than because it's cool, this is actually a busted machine. I bought this at a convention a couple months ago, and I bought it working, and I got it home, and then I noticed the screen had screen cancer, which is what I've heard people in the community call it when black dots start appearing on the screen and you can't get them off. Like they're just the screen turning to vinegar, essentially. Oh, there it goes. I might replace that screw. It looked a little stripped. How's everybody doing tonight, by the way? I forgot to ask at the top of the broadcast. I was just so excited to jump right in. I've been so excited to do this mod. You have no idea. All right, did I get all the screws? Nope, missed one. Is that? Nope, that's a cross. All right. 0 or a 1? So 1. Nope. That's a 1. Yep. There we go. By the way, in case y'all ever hear me say 1, 0, it's the size of the bit. So with these cross bits, for example, this really thin one, this is a double 0. This one that's just slightly bigger is a 0. This one that's slightly bigger is a 1. And I don't... Oh, no, here's a 2. And your normal screwdriver that you generally see, like your average screwdriver, is a 2. And that's a 2 right there. That's what those numbers mean that I call out every once in a while on stream. The size of the bit, and consequently the size of the screw itself. The more you know. Oh, Wireball, if you're hungry, go get some food. Alright, so we'll just start taking this guy apart. And we don't want to get rid of any of this stuff, because most of this stuff is all good. The only thing really bad with this console is the screen's gone bad. But otherwise, it's pretty clean on the inside. No ruptured capacitors, no leakage, not even dirty. So either the place I bought this from cleaned it up real good and didn't notice the screen problems, or whoever sold it to them, like, traded it in, because it's one of those places. Whoever traded it in cleaned it up before they traded it, and the store just missed the screen problem. Can't get that out. All right, we'll pull the board out first. So there's just some more Phillips screws. What? Oh, did I put the wing in? I did. I was recently watching Gundam Wing. Speaking of wings, every time I say Tri-Wing, I start thinking about Gundam Wing for some reason. That show's so ridiculous. Just absolutely over the top. I got only a couple episodes in because oh, that's kind of... Let's go for a 1. Because, yeah, I was using a 0 there. There we go. I got about 3 episodes in before I had to stop, though, because the English dub was just so incredibly bad. And then I tried watching it in the original Japanese, and I was just like, it's just not the same. Like, the dub is very bad, but it's also, I don't know, it's kind of like the Gundam Wing dub is sort of part of the whole Gundam Wing experience, if you know what I mean. If that makes any sense. All right. Thing looks pretty good. The speaker is actually in pretty good shape, but you can see, well, you might not be able to see on the stream. Let me see if I hold it up if you can see, but you can. There's like kind of this brown goop that's kind of collected inside the speaker right there. Like, not the ring in the center, but I'm saying like on the outsides and around the plastic, there's kind of this brown goop. And that's just dust and dirt and grime from over the years. Alright. Need these buttons. We're going to be reusing those. Actually, we'll be reusing all of these pads. Because I did not buy new pads for the... for everything. Alright, so this piece of foam is glued to the screen, I think. We're not going to reuse it, but let's see if I can pull the screen out. I wouldn't be this rough with a working screen, but like I was saying earlier, this one's busted, so I don't really care. It's not salvageable. There we go. Oh yeah, it's got this ring around the outside here to hold the screen in place. So yeah, I'll hold this up. You can see the black dots. You see those black dots? That's the screen failing. It's like a chemical process. And the whole screen is just deteriorating from within. The film that the screen is made of is starting to break down chemically. And so, yeah, it's just it is not long for this world. There's nothing you can do to recover it at this point. Now, I can't remember if I need to reuse this piece here, or if I just put the new screen in. Maybe something I need to look up, but I don't think so, because I don't think it fits. Maybe it fits. We'll see. I'll check that out before we get too far along. But let's pack this stuff up, because I'm not gonna screw it back down, but if I go ahead and stick this all back together, just kind of loosely put the case back, be less mess to keep up with around the bench. I don't remember if I need the power switch. We'll keep it out for now. Button went somewhere. Went on an adventure. Where did that A button go? Oh, there it is. Alright. There we go. Set that off to the side because we're not going to need that for a while. Alright, here's our board. And so really all we have to do is start putting on our mods. We need to remove the speaker. Because the mods we're using, we don't actually use the speaker as is. Now I can't remember if I have to attach the mods on this side of the board or this side of the board. I'm pretty sure it's this side of the board. Actually, I'm almost 100% certain it's this side of the board. Yeah. All right. Yeah, exactly. Like those ripped off the formula, the capacitors that were supposedly stolen and then restolen and then stolen again. But the formula was like scribbled on a napkin in bad handwriting. Let me go grab some of those antacids real quick. I am just... Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so sorry. I will be too shaken. All right, I'm back. Oh. Yeah, no more pizza on Saturdays. It's always a roll of the dice if it's gonna be causing a huge heartburn problem or not. I think it probably depends on the sauce that the company uses. Like if they use really good quality sauce, it's probably not as acidic. I mean, it's still acidic. It's red sauce, but because yeah, sometimes I'll eat pizza and it'll be fine, no problems at all. And the other times I eat pizza and I'm just dying. All right, let's start taking the speaker off. I don't think we need to get the Hako out for this. Should be able to just pull these wires out. Easy. Ah! Little magnet in there. Alright. Let's start getting our mods out. Start with these guys. All right. Let me see. Oh, whoops. Right, wrong side. So this one goes in here. Pretty sure. So what we have to do is, I'll zoom in for this so you can see better. So for this mod, we've got to connect the board to some existing components. So, for example, let's get something to point with. So there's these two pads here that we need to connect to these two, looks like a little capacitor and a little resistor. And then another capacitor over here. Then looks like we're connecting directly to the battery terminal here, and we're connecting to this terminal, this capacitor over here. So probably going to take a couple of attempts to get this exactly right, because this also sits on a bunch of other little things here. So it's kind of not going to sit perfectly flush to the board. Should be pretty easy though. Just put a little bit of... Actually, let's tin the pads first. That'll probably make things 10 times easier. Let's start with that. So tinning is just putting a little solder on ahead of time so that it's covered in solder and ready to go. And that just makes it easier to work with so that it's not, pad's not dry. little too much on one of these. Let me... There we go. That's better. All right, that's ready to go. Let's see. There's these two components right there. That guy, this guy, and this guy. So I might want to put just a little bit of solder there as well. Make this a little easier when I do come in there and do that. Now I gotta be... The problem with this mod is, since it is connected to these existing components, I gotta be real careful not to damage those components, nor knock them all away from the board. Battery terminal thing, that's not a big deal, but this one over here is the one that scares me the most. Little solder right there. Things taking so long to heat up. All right, we'll come back to that one. I moved my sponge, a little wire sponge here around. It's not fitting in the thing correctly. Now, I would be doing this under the microscope, but I want to do this for the stream, so I can't really be under the microscope and show y'all what I'm doing at the same time. I still need to figure out a good solution to that. Alright, got some solder on that. I need to find a way I can have a screen that I can output from, but also look at the same time. Those are just a wee bit apart too. That's going to be difficult. Alright, let's start with this. Alright, that one attached right away. Okay, good. That was on there. Let's hold this one down with our tweezers. Nice. Oh, the solder I put down is now under the pad. Oh, that's annoying. That's a quick fix. Just put a little. We'll just run this up under there, and it should suck that up. Just put a little. This under there. Get that up. Alright. I should be able to just connect these two. Wanna work. A little flux in there. That heat up a little. I think that did it. All right, I think we got a good connection on all of them but this one. This one's gonna be a little hard to do. Let's see if I can do it like this. You know what? Let's be smart about this. They're trying to bridge that gap with solder. Let's just use a piece of wire. Like actual wire, you know, for... I've been meaning to do this too. Where's my cut? So I got a little notch to hold the wire there, but let me do another notch here so that got two notches, so I don't have to pull out as much wire at one time. Ugh, I need to invest in a new pair of snips. I think I've dulled the tip of these pretty badly. I've been using these for years, so it lasted me a pretty good time, and I might be able to just sharpen the tips. Might not even need replacing. Alright, so let's start out. Let's do it this way. That's such a very, very tenuous connection. Let me see if I can add some solder to that. It's just so tiny. Oh, I ruined it. That's so hard to pick up. Got it. Let's see. Nope, I bridged the whole thing. Let's use the microscope, shall we? I'll have a look first, chat, and then I'll hook it up so y'all can see. Yeah, video splitter might work. Yeah, that's a good idea, Wireball. I'll have to look into it. Alright, I think that's gonna work. Let me hook this up for y'all. Microscope. Microscope. Come on, microscope view. You know you want to do it. No? It's being ornery. Hold on one second, chat. There we go. Now y'all can see. So, we got our teeny tiny component. And it looks like we're connected where we want it to be. Right in there. Just a tiny little connection with that little piece of copper wire. So, I'll cut the larger chunk off of the tail here. After with the multimeter, make sure we do have continuity between the component and the mod. I'll leave this up here so you guys can have something to look at. It's not actually live, it's turned off. But it's pretty. Alright, looks like we're good. Well, look, sounds. Sounds like we're good. We got all the right beeps. And didn't get all the wrong beeps. just cut off that little tail of excess here. Get that out of our way. Alright, that's our dehum mod attached. Give it a quick visual inspection. Everything looks good. Nice. Oh, and by the way, I know this Game Boy does work. I actually can get the games to boot. I forgot to mention that earlier. The games will boot. It's just really impossible to see what's happening on screen. Like, you can tell something's happening, but those little black dots are just in the way, and the screen's kind of faded. Gross. Alright, now we got our amplifier. So let's see. Which way do you go? Like this? Like this? Where do you install? Are you up here? No? Here? Let me look real quick. I don't want to keep guessing. I'll just head on over to the Retro 6 Wiki. Take a look. Oh, that's why I can't find out where it goes, because so this one goes on this side, this one goes on this side. That's why nothing was looking correct. Glad I checked. Zoom in a little. Get a little closer. Alright, so we'll be attaching this here. Oh, this is much easier. Let's see, we gotta line up with that via. Those two connect there, here and there, right there. Oops. And we hook up the speakers, I think, to these two ports, or spots. Now, in the picture it shows that these two spots have solder on them, but they're not connected to anything. What those are for? Weird. Oh, we'll just leave them alone. We'll know when we put everything together if there's no sound, we did something wrong. Alright, I think we start with this one here. Let's do like we did before. We'll get a little solder on these pads ahead of time. Put my iron heat up while we do that. Just get a little flux, little flux, little flux. Need a ton. Little solder on there. right, I think we're good. All right, we'll do the same on here. We'll just add a little of this leaded solder to these pads here. Make it easier to work with. Let me double check something. Okay, it's that via right there. The volume control via. Just more solder on that. I think that's probably ground. Or that might be the switch, actually, to turn the amp on and off. Oh, I just noticed I was off camera. Sorry, guys. Still out there? Y'all just mesmerized. Alright, let's get this lined up how we want it. Captured by wild lemurs? Oh no. Well, you tell those wild lemurs what for. They need to respect your autonomy. Too far away from that. Shoot. Gotta move this closer. Let's just get this completely removed real quick. Come on. Come on. It's being stubborn. Oh, because it's connected there as well. There we go. Alright, let me get stuck. Alright, I think we start here. Go. Yeah, now everything else lines up good. Does that line up good? Oh yeah, that's good. Well, this track kind of reminds me of Minecraft music. Oh no! We got a bot! Ah! Bot! Fireball! Sick 'em! Show 'em what for! right. I think that did it. I think that's all our connections. Not the prettiest job I've ever done. It's pretty flat though. All the connections are there. I'm happy with that. Whoa! Oh, hello. Hey guys, bro, thank you for the monster check. Now I'm covered in shrimps. It'll, I can use that as my excuse for why there's a vague fish smell in the air. If you're not aware, sometimes when you're dealing with old electronics, when you desolder stuff, you start smelling this old, nasty fish smell. I think we talked about how some solders are actually made with fish bits. I just want to make this connection a little better. Yeah, okay, that looks good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, the flux is made of old fish. Absolutely. Yeah, we're stinking up the joint again. Let's zoom out some. Zoom out a lot. I just noticed our poor Sasabi's not getting much camera time because they're way up here at the top. I hardly get to see them. What's next? So we've got our audio mods installed. They're looking good. The speaker. Just put the old speaker in here so that it's safe in case we ever need a speaker for anything. We'll have one hanging around ready to be used. All right, this will just be a quick zip. Zip one. No? Come on. Alright, need more solder. How you doing tonight, Galaxy Sprout? Doing well. Oops. All right. That's done. So, I think we gotta move on to the big project. The board, the actual screen. You know, before I start working on that though, let's clean this up. Get all this flux cleaned up. or 99.9% isopropyl. Scrub, 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 scrub. Got a bad crick in your neck. Oh, sorry to hear that. Oh, your yard toad came back. Hooray, victory. We're all cheering for your toad to return to you. I'm glad to hear it did. All right, should be good. Now it's time for screen mod. Actually, before I do that, I want to clean this up too. So I don't want to accidentally get the screen like locks on the screen or something. Well, that 99.9 dries fast. I mean, that's kind of the whole reason to get the 99.9, so that it dries up really quick. I think it'd be that quick. All right, decently clean works surface. I got this wild contraption here. This little bit. And pull this out. And our screen itself, right here, we got a little protector on it, so good. Sounds like an oh wow, Gallisport gave us a huge update. She's been missing weeks ago, and then I saw her on the sidewalk in front of the house at 11 p.m. It was odd. She was desperately trying to get past the chain link fence. She had scratches on her head too. There was many other yards without fences she could go to, but she was keen coming back here. So I guess she feels she lives here? Question mark? Probably, maybe. As much as a toad can really feel like they live anywhere. So I went out and brought her back into the pond in the back garden. No clue how she got out. If she couldn't get back in, she is Queen Plump. Aw. Aw. What a wonderful nickname, Queen Plump. Let's see, where's the screen? Unfortunately, the install for this only comes in, like, the instructions are a video. I don't want to look at a whole video. But I do need to see if we need to reuse that glue. So I'll check the video real quick. 2 times speed. Oh my gosh, Luke. Shush. We're 2 minutes in. They're still chatting away. Okay, looks like they are not gonna reuse the glue. Just double check. Watch all the way till they put it in. By the way, Luke is the name of the person who runs Retro 6. I'm pretty sure the name's Luke. All right, yeah, they just plopped it in without using reusing the glue. So that's what we will do as well. All right, let's get our new shell. That off to the side for now. And we got to put our screen in. Take this screen protector off first. Oh, before I do that, gonna make sure there's no goof on this side of the lens. In fact, got a microfiber cloth here and some cleaning goo. I'm just gonna double check. I see there's like a little spot here. I want to make sure it's not on this side of the glass. Once we put this all together, I don't want to notice there's like a speck of dust on the inside that is gonna be there and visible every time I use it. Oh no, another bot! Ah, thank you, Wireball. Call her Soft Rock because she does look a bit like a boulder. That's very cute. Alright, that spot I saw was on this side. Was it? Yeah, there it goes. Alright. There's no dust. Take our peel off and insert our screen. Okay, so we need to actually use this device, I believe, to take up some of that extra room. Like this? Like that? Where does this go? How does this little doodad assist? I don't actually know how to use this little guy. Let's see if they go over it in the video. No, they don't use it because they're using a default shell. One second, I just want to make sure we get this in here correctly because it's going to be important that this goes in correct. Speaking of dust from random smudges and fingerprints, even worse when you're wearing gloves, so you don't know how a fingerprint got there. Yeah. How would if I got fingerprints on this, it would be a very wild thing to see. Let's see. Handheld Legends also has a video on how to install. Let's see if they use the little plastic goes like this. Oh. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now in the video they trimmed this off. Why did they trim this off? Oh, it has to do with the clean screen board. It gets in the way. Like this bit interferes with the attachment of this board. I see. So let's go ahead and attach this. Go ahead and zoom in a bit more. Get a better view of what we're doing. So this goes in here. Come on. Oh, I hate lining these things up. There we go. So, I see. So it runs into the board right there, so we need to cut that off. Snip that right there, like that, and we should be good to go. Put the bracket back in place. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah. See? Okay. It's all making sense now. I was like, why did they cut that off? Alright, and this is gonna go in here and connect to our our board. But which way does this go? This is gonna go, let's see. Oh, we can use our old screen to give us a clue. So the pins were on this side and it folded up under. So, come on out of there, little guy. Don't be shy. The most rude ghost fingerprint. That's a good point, Galley Sprout. Yeah, have a time ghost come in here and put a fingerprint on something. So this is also down, so this is probably like this. And then this will bend up and connect here. So let's get this in here. These little connectors, they're so fiddly. I never think I have them fully connected right. Alright, great. Alright. Bracket is being a pain as well. Should get a little piece of double-sided tape to hold that down so that it stops popping up like that. Let's do that. Let me get a little piece of tape. I should have it here on my desk, I think. Nope. Okay. 1 second, chat. Double-sided tape here. Come on. Hey, you know what? It's holding it, so it's good enough. Ah! Every time I look up and I see that Galley Sprout comment about the rude ghost, I laugh. Alright, and so it would just be as simple as connecting this to this, and then we're done. But we need to figure out what this little control board, how we connect this up. So I'm going out on a limb here. And since there's a little connection here, this goes in here and folds around. And so this is going to go on here somewhere, like so. But maybe that's wrong. Maybe it goes on this side. Let's see if this lines up with anything naturally. Reset. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna check out what this cable goes to because I definitely need to know where this cable goes in. Not sure what it has to do with them, but it has ghost in the name. Oh, the emote you used? Let me see, what's it called? Pop Ghost. Huh. Well, hopefully we don't have a ghost pop up and rudely get in our way. Let's see. All right, let's see. It does go on this side, but it's this direction. And let's see. Oh, I gotta find out exactly what these go to. There's a couple of places it lines up. Probably goes to TP2 and TP3, if I had to guess. And this one probably goes to that TP1, so TP1, 2, and 3. I'm just checking out this video here real quick. I gotta make sure this does go to the same places I think they go. Gotta make sure. If I'm wrong, that's gonna mess something up. Might even short something out. So I just want to double check. Give me 1 second. It's just like solder it in place, and it doesn't tell you where to solder it. That's super useful. Let me see if I can find the cable itself, because I bought this all in like a kit that came as one. So let me see if I can find the wire by itself. Let's see. If it turns out just to be those TP1, 2, and 3 buttons, I'm going to be a little sad, but at least we double checked to make sure we didn't short anything out. Because again, better to just double check and take a little extra time right now than to, you know, blow the thing up and then be without a console. Is it? Oh man, it's just time for our break. We might be almost done too. We might be, tell you what, we'll do this. I'm gonna verify where these go. We'll solder them in place, we'll go on our break, and then when we get back, we'll finish up. We'll do some testing. Here we go. Found the cable by itself. Okay. It goes to TP2, 8, and 9. Oh, I was wrong. It goes to 8 and 9. 2, 8, and 9. I am so glad I checked. Okay. All right, there's 8, 9. Oh, I was very close. Okay, so let's attach this in. And I saw in their video they used a little piece of captain tape to hold it in place, and that's a genius idea. I'm gonna steal that idea for sure. It's a beautiful idea. I gotta get this claw hammer out of this drawer in my desk here. It makes it so, it can take up so much space. But I feel like I need it to threaten our stuff we're working on. Make sure it behaves. All right. 9, 2, 8. All right, cool. Got it right in the perfect spot. All right, let's get our iron back on. Turned it off earlier. Would a magnet around your stuff be a problem? If not, maybe you should stick it to a magnet on the underside of the desk. I mean, yeah, just have it on a like magnetized. I can just pull it out from under the bottom of the desk whenever I need it. Not the worst idea. I mean, it would fit. Huh. Wear goggles. Well, you can't see my face. You'll never know if I am or not. All right. Alright, I think that did it. See how easy that was with the claw hammer nearby? Just went right in, like no joke. No fuss, no muss. Just right on inside. I'm telling you, the claw hammer, like that's the trick. Just keep a claw hammer nearby and things just want to behave, you know? The machine spirits cooperate. All right, that looks good. I think we got all the connections. 9, 2, 8. Although he looks a little... 8 actually looks a little too far off to the side. Might be there, but might not be making a super good connection. Make sure it's right there on the money. Oh, actually, the twos could use a little. Like I said, I don't want to have to come back and redo any of these. I want to make sure they're right in place perfectly. Oh yeah, those look good. All of them. Perfect. That looks great. All right, chat. I think we're done with this part here. Just need to give our little guy a little bit of a scrub, and then we can assemble. And then do testing, obviously. Give our parts a quick little scrub down. That's it. That's all the soldering. Now all that's left is to do the assembly. Make sure we tin our tip. Make sure we keep our tip nice and healthy so it lasts and lasts and lasts. turn our iron off, and that's break time, everybody. So yeah, go ahead and get yourself a snack, stretch your legs, use the bathroom, hug a loved one, text a friend, check your Discord, cuddle a pet, do all those fun, cool things. And we'll be back in 15 minutes, so don't go anywhere. We're almost done. See y'all in a minute. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome back. We're ready to move on to the assembly phase. We're done with attaching all the mods. It's just getting everything screwed in and popped in and ready to go. It's time. Finally time. Move some of this trash out of my way. Gonna need our bits of the case. We're gonna need our buttons. And I think we will use these new screws. Are these just case screws? I think they're case screws. We're gonna have to reuse the screws we used for the motherboard. But these should go external. This out of our way. Alright. Are you all as excited as I am? See this zombie case come to life. Yes, greetings, Wireball. Ah! Throw my screwdriver around. Alright, let's get our screwdriver ready. I'll set this stuff off to the side while we finalize getting everything connected. So this connector goes in here. guy. All right. Oh, totally didn't get it. Oh no. Boo. All right, good. All right. Speaker in there. Oh gosh. Gotta get these wires mangled into place so we can actually get this to go down and lay flat. All right. Speakers turned out to be a bigger pain in the butt than I realized it was going to be. Alright, little speaker. Let's try going this way instead. How's that? Oh, there's like a little notch. Oh. Is that why? Oh, yeah, there's a little notch. Okay, good. Right. Get our buttons down. We should clean these a little bit before we put them back in. This lens for the light. Get that out here. Oh, don't lose that. That'd been a great way to spend the rest of the stream, like rolling around on the floor looking for this guy. Go there. Did the old one have one of those? Oh yeah, it did. Okay. Totally left that in the old shell. So that's there. Let's get our buttons out. Some nice new black buttons to go with our black and red zombie theme. Oops, put that backwards. let's see, L and R. So this is going to be L. Right? Because this is front, so L and then backwards. Yeah. This is going to be our R button. I really like these, the finish on these. These are just the matte black premium buttons. They look really nice. Which way do these go? Do they go that way with that facing up? Can't remember. Well, I'm sure we'll find out here in a minute when I go to install everything. Oh, we did get a new power button. All right, cool. Matches everything else. Excellent. There we go. All right, all the buttons in place. Line up our speaker. Uh-oh. Buttons popped out. Come on, left shoulder button. Don't be a pain. Uh-oh. Is that not making clearance? No. Something wrong here? There we go. I didn't have it snapped in all the way. That's probably why they were coming out. There we go. Yeah, a little snap. Speaker to go back in. Come on, little speaker. By the way, did you notice that the brand, the speaker brand, has their little mascot is a frog? Those cables to get out of the way. Jesse, like a little froggo, little frog friend. Let's see, I can. Or is it a frog or is it a monkey? I think it's actually. Wait, it might be a monkey. I might be an idiot. Oh no, it's. I was looking at it upside down. It's not. It's a controller with headphones on. I'm an idiot, chat. Just ignore me. I'm just a talking fool. Here for your entertainment. Don't take anything I say seriously. I'm just trying to see frogs everywhere. Letting my mind play tricks on me. Seeing frogs where there are none. Alright, we got that on the correct side. Now, why are you not going down? Buttons, like, not making clearance. There we go. Oh no, the button popped off again. No! Okay, there we go. Alright, that should be... Oh, no. No, button! Oh, the shoulder buttons are just being a pain. Alright, stop that, shoulder buttons. Oh, now the power button. Alright, shoulder button. I think the shoulder button and the power buttons are like conspiring against us. Alright. Let's hurry up and screw this down. You. Don't worry, Chad. I do see that that's not connected. I just want to get this in place first. At least as a way to hold the buttons in, I acquired a Google Pixel 7 Pro today, missing the volume and power buttons. Almost no flange on the buttons. Oh no! Well, that's not great. No flange at all? Yeah, like this is a nice little flange there to, you know, it kind of cups the board. Let's see. Any more screws that go into the board? Ah, there we go. It's that one. All right. Last screw for the board. Right, everything should be in now. Got our little cable here for this guy. That's just gonna get pressed down when we put everything together. Let's attach this final ribbon cable. Push that in. Snap it down. There we go. We're like almost there, chat. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The replacements were easy to install, just pop them in without even removing the cover, but I'm not sure how Google expected them to stay in without a case. Yeah, that is wild. I don't know. Alphabet, aka Google, has been doing some weird things. I don't understand them. I don't think really anybody understands what they're thinking. Just admiring the board here before we put everything back together. Making sure everything's making good contact. We're not forgetting any screws or any bits or bobs. I think that's it. I think it's time for the back. Everything lines up, fits nicely. Yeah, everything fits nicely. All right, let's use these screws that the shell came with. I'll use these to put the original shell back together so it's all in one place. All right, these are all crosshead screws as well. Love to see it. Oh, looks like it came with enough to do the whole thing. Oh well. Not that big a deal. Uh-oh. That's not lining up right. Hold on. Back up. Back up. Back up. Let's make sure that's not gonna be a problem down the road. You like the capacitors? Yeah, hopefully they do us they do a good job of making sure that the audio signal is nice and clean. All right, why are you? You look like you're flush. Why are you not laying flush? Wait, you are laying flush. What? What? Oh, you're not flush. Oh, when you're not... Wait. Oh. Oh, that's not good. There's some kind of wobble happening. It's like something in the center's not right. Oh yeah, there's some play there. Did I just not screw this in far enough? Oh, lost the power button. Oh yeah, I didn't screw that in all the way. Make sure all these are in all the way. I'm always a little cautious when I screw those kind of things down, because I don't want them to, like, you know, I don't want to crack the board or damage the plastic of the shell or anything. Ah, come on, stop falling apart. Ah. There we go. It's better. Maybe the shell itself is a little warped. Well, that's not good. Actually, these... I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pull these screws out. And I just want to look under there and make sure there isn't anything blocking or not seated correctly. Those membranes laying correctly? Here. Okay. Just being slow and paranoid, because, again, I don't want any problems when we get this thing together. I want it to be together. Permanently. Like, no taking it back apart. No having to come back and fix things. I want this to be finished when it's finished, you know? No going back in and adjusting things or reconnecting things. The old measure twice, cut once. Oh. Something wasn't sitting right. Oh, I think it might have been that light. Glad we took it back apart and checked. And I think using the other screws is a good idea. These screws are a little thicker and the heads are a little taller. These actually have relatively flat heads. So it's probably, with this case, it's probably designed for these flatter heads as well. That might have been contributing. Just a few millimeters probably make the difference. Yeah, that's still a little, not 100%, but it's close enough that I think the screws will pull it down into place. Oh, whoops. Haha, almost forgot the power button. Oh, that could have been a disaster. Got everything. Okay. Haha. Oh, whoopsie. We're so close. We're so close. I thought about installing a keychain right here before putting it back together. I was thinking about going and buying a Sazabi keychain, but they were kind of expensive. I would have to get them on like Sendico or something, but then they'd take like 4 or 5 months to get here probably, so I decided against it. But I might eventually get a little keychain Sazabi and attach it on there. I think that'd be fun. Oh, it gave us 1 extra screw. Oh wait, no, I see where it goes. All right. Last screw. We'll check all of them are in all the way. Nice and tight, but not too tight. All right. Last bit is our drop-in mod for the USB-C charging, which actually we don't need this. We can pull that out. I'm just gotta drop that in here. And the board goes here, like that. And then this goes here. Oh, perfect. Look at that. It's done, chat. It's done. We did it. This is zombie-themed Game Boy Advance. Look at this beauty. Oh, it's so perfect. Oh, look at that gold Game Boy Advance like lettering on the lens. That's such a nice touch. No! Oh no, chat. Oh no, we've got a problem. Check it out. There's a white bit from the screen sticking up. Oh, you see that on the bottom there? There's like a white line. No! Well. We gotta take it back apart. Oh. I was working so hard to avoid that. I didn't want to look at the front because I wanted it to be like a dramatic reveal when I was done, you know? Flip it over and be like, haha, our thing, it's done, yay. Alright, I'll take it apart and figure out why that's like that. So close. You're so close. Oh, that would have been amazing. Dang it. Was not to be. Might just be this lens. This lens I'm using may not actually cover it up properly. But if that's the case, I've got a solution. I've already thought of something. I didn't think of this ahead of time, I just thought of it right now. Okay, so the frame is pushing it all the way up. So it is properly installed. Yeah, it looks like the lens is the issue. Yeah, the lens isn't big enough. Here, okay. So here's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to make this black. And there's an easy way to do that. Vinyl tape. We're gonna use a little bit of vinyl tape to just black out that bottom. All right. This is so squirrely. Gotta make sure I don't cut that cable. Oh no. Ah, shoot. I should have used the scissors. I didn't believe, Chad. I didn't believe. Reposition this. All right, I think that'll do it, chat. I think that'll do. That'll do. Okay. We don't get any dust in there. We're gonna be angry about later. And get our guide in place. All right, that should do it. Make sure I untwist this cable. Okay. Speaker in place. Oh, whoops. Buttons came out. Put those back in. Careful about the rude ghost. Sweats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew. Sorry I'm not super chatty. I was super nervous about getting that wrong, messing that up. All right, let's screw the board back down. Because I didn't have the claw hammer out. I should have put the claw hammer down. That would have went a lot smoother. It's my fault, chat. Next time, gotta remember, get the claw hammer out. All right, let's take a look. Oh no. sides are falling off. Okay, let's put this on first. Oh, whoops. Almost forgot. That would have been rude. Oh, why isn't the screen coming on? Oh no, and it just turns out I forgot to plug it in. All right, here we go. All right. Okay. That did it. There we go. Now we do have a white line at the top. Here's the question, chat. Should I tape off this white line at the top? Do you think it's worth it? I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. I think we do it. I think we do it. We make it perfect. We make it perfect. Ooh. We make it perfect, chat. Though those magnet screwdrivers that you think you want to put the screws in sideways. Yeah, I know. Of course, that's how it works, right? It's gonna bug you, then do it. Or the rude ghost will win. Well, we can't let the rude ghost win. You know, the rude ghost is probably Shar. He's haunting us from the great beyond. Sprout. Ha! Much water. Oh, I feel so much. Wow, I feel so much better. I really was not hydrated enough. Wow. You ever take a drink of water and you're like, oh, I needed that. That was me just now. Ah. Yanked our cable a little bit there. That was good. Oh, God. All the buttons, they make me so mad. All right, let's get a piece of tape. Let's pre-cut the side. Can I cut down long ways on this easily? Let's try it. All right. I think that'll do it, chat. Now let's install. The rude ghost doesn't get anything over on us. All right, I think just about there, chat. I think we'll be able to claim we are a true new type after we get this completed. I need to get a Gundam soundboard with just all the sound effects from Universal Century. I really need the the psychic realization sound effect that happens when it's almost like the Gundam Spidey sense goes off. Got something. Anybody here watched any of the Gundam Universal Century shows? If you haven't, I would recommend one that came out not too long ago, more recently. It talks all about Char, the guy who pilots the mech that this Game Boy mod is based on. Suzabi. There's like a whole thing that's just a kind of collection of all the different storylines that involve Char and his backstory and like where he comes from, how he became the sociopathic dictator that he ended up becoming by the end of the series. Slight spoiler, started when he was a very small child. Huh. Sometimes I also like when you take a drink of very cold water and you can feel it still cold from the inside. Oh yeah, that is a cool feeling. I like that feeling too, Galley Sprout. It is weird, but it's a good feeling, especially on a super hot day, or like if you've been like running or exercising. You've never watched anything Gundam. Plenty of Gunpla, but watch plenty of Gunpla though. Hey, you know, you don't have to love Gundam to do Gunpla. The models themselves are super fun, just by themselves. But I like the shows. I think the shows are great. That's how I started out as a fan of the shows. Then I got into the Gunpla after, which I was actually into model building before I was into Gundam. And I kind of came to Gunpla through that avenue, where I was like, I liked building models. And it was just sort of an easy transition to be like, oh, this show I like, and there's models. Oh, cool. It just works. It just works. Oh, my Todd Howard over here. Spoiler, it also just doesn't just work. Some people's just trying the movies. I'm sure about a whole series. Actually, the original Gundam series isn't super long, and it's really interesting. So you can, just listen to it in the background, just listen to the dialogue, and then watch the fight scenes. Pay attention when the fights happen, or not. Like some of the fight scenes are kind of. Sometimes some of the fight scenes are more about the interaction between the characters and the actual mech battle. Still worries me a little bit that this side doesn't sit super well. I think the case is just slightly warped. I want to say that series I was just talking about was Making of Char Aznavold. It's really short. I think it's only one season too. It made me really love Char as a character. Not like I love what he did, but I definitely love him as he's just a very interesting villain. Because he's like so smart and so ambitious and so driven, and he succeeds a lot of the time. But I think his successes are kind of his his undoing, because when he succeeds, it kind of backfires sometimes because he gets what he wants, but then it doesn't like turn out like he expected it to. I would need to watch if I am following story. I switched from dub watching a few years back now. I still like watching dubs. I watch dubs whenever I can. And there's no right or wrong. Watching dubs or subs, I think both are perfectly fine, legitimate for their own reasons. They all have their own pros and cons. I'm just I do, especially these days, watch a lot of anime like on my second screen, and so you kind of have to have dubs on to do that. Plus, there's definitely some voice actors I enjoy their performances in the English, and I actively enjoy listening to certain actors. But that same could be said. There's actually some Japanese voice actors that I love as well. So. Gosh darn it. I'll take another sip of water. That pizza's still killing me, and I've taken 4 antacids already. Sadly, so on our break, I still had some birthday cake left from back in July. And so I had a piece of birthday cake. For our break, just a teeny little sliver of it. All right, so let's go ahead and glue this down. All right, battery's glued down. Not glued, it's tape, but let's go ahead and get the circuit board glued down, or taped down. Let's get this in place. Oh, nice little snap. Oh, and it lives! Oh, I'm so happy. The screen lives. Look at this beautiful Game Boy we put together, y'all. Oh, I'm so glad I blacked out the top and the bottom. Like, that looks so good. I missed a little bit of the top there. You kind of see a little bit of it showing through. Just an eensy-weensy little bit. But, aw, thanks for the head pads, Galley Sprout. But I don't think it's enough to even notice when you're playing a game. You can only really see it when you really tilt it hard to the side. Oh, that's so awesome. All right. Let's put a game in. Rude Ghost got us, chat. The Rude Ghost got us. There's a smudge on the glass right there in the corner. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I can definitely see it. The Rude Ghost got us. The ghost got us. Can't believe the ghost actually did get us in the end. I even cleaned the glass. Uh-oh. Using the tape was a mistake. The Rude Ghost got us. I can't believe the Rude Ghost got us. Oh, I'm so sad. So mad and sad. I'm mad, sad. Sad, mad. Sad, mad. What did I say? Oh, I don't want to spend all stream like opening and closing it over and over again to fix little things here and there, but sure enough. I said that because every time I do a mod to a Game Boy that happens. I end up like opening and closing it like 10 times to fix little things like that. More cake is good for sad mads. I'm a sad mad lad in a sad mad time. Lost that screw. Such a rude ghost. I don't even know how it got a smudge right there. That is wild. That is unbelievable that that happened. Like, it's absolutely kind of like, I'm a little impressed, honestly, that that happened. That's only something that would happen here to us on this stream. Yep, there's the smudge. I can see it. Also, you a July kid, or was someone else's birthday? No, it was mine. We even had a little celebration on stream, I remember. Yeah, the anniversary stream was like partially part of my birthday. I started streaming not long after my birthday. I won't say exactly when it was, but I think of retro, just to talk out of character here for a second. I think of retro as having his birthday. Like, his birthday is the stream anniversary. That's how I choose to think about it. So, I mean, because that makes sense. You know, his debut is when he came into the world. So I think of that as his birthday. But mine is actually very close, earlier in July. Oh, you're a July baby too? Cool. Summertime makes it a barf day? Aw. I kind of like having a summer birthday. It doesn't interfere with any other holidays, so whenever your birthday comes around, it's, you know, your birthday is kind of the sole focus. It's not competing with all the other holidays and stuff. Like my father's birthday's in December. Oh, poor guy. Like, that's got to be rough growing up with a birthday in December. Like, having to compete with Christmas and all the other things like Thanksgiving that's happening around the same time. You could claim that it took him a bit to figure out the streaming setup. Oh man, yeah, maybe. All right, let's see here. Think. All right. Let's get this board back in, hopefully for the last time. I keep screwing and unscrewing these screws. I'm gonna mess up these screw posts. All right. Let's make this. In, get this in, this on. This one in first. That's really awkward. Around. think a single speck of dust snuck in under the screen. Gosh darn it. Oh, we can't win against this ghost. I swear. Is there a way I can... like static to the screen. It's like right there in the center too. Oh my gosh. All right, gotta calm down, gotta get centered again. Honestly, my birthday seems anything special, so I would probably prefer an October birthday because it would vibe with it more. Ripperoni December birthday kids, yeah. Poor December birthday kids. All right, taping this down was a huge mistake. See if we can just pop our little air can hose up under there and just blast it and get that little crumb of something or other out of there. The December kids getting presents for the birthday and hearing the words, "This is a Christmas too." Oh, that would just be heartbreaking. That would just be absolutely just... You just grow up so bitter, I think. You just be a very jaded... I think that's how Karens get created. I think Karens all have December birthdays. No offense to anyone named Karen in the audience. Let's be honest, there's no Karen. No one named Karen watching right now. Oh, you never know. There might be. Oh, we got it. Take that, rude ghost. All right. Yeah. All right, we got it. All right. Final assembly time. Why is it always that we barely make it to the end of stream when we're doing these projects? Like, oh, we're going to finish early. Oh, it's halfway through the stream. We're almost done. Come back from break and it's like an hour and a half later. Oh god, we're not gonna finish. Oh, ye of little faith. It isn't a guaranteed thing. One of my coworkers has a December birthday and is quite decent. He isn't named Karen though. Well, I'm glad to hear your December birthday coworker is turned out all right. Was that "Oh, ye of little faith" about anyone named Karen watching the stream? Feels like there's two whole sets of Karens. The self-appointed martyrs who got ignored a lot, and then the ones who got too much attention, so they think they are loud enough they will get their way. Both very deadly foes. Agreed. Actually, I knew a Karen growing up. She was quite nice. She was a very nice person. I'm sure the whole Karen thing upsets her. I wonder how she's doing. All right, chat. I think. Wait. Oh, it's this one. Couldn't tell. I'll put that with that stuff. Okay. Do feel bad for the totally normal people named Karen. Oh, absolutely. They don't deserve people's ire just because they share the same name with a unfortunate stereotype of a lot of particular people who happen to act out badly. So, let us be kind to all, named Karen or not, and let their actions speak for them, and make not assumptions. That goes for everybody. You should just judge everyone by how they act, not how they look or what they're called, or even the people they hang around. Although, maybe sometimes the people hang around, you can tell about them. But still, you should treat everyone as an individual. So tired. I want to be through with this now so we can move on and get some sleep. I actually have to get up real early tomorrow. Although, if they're still playing Lethal Company, I might head over to some of my vtuber friends. They're playing Lethal Company tonight, and if they're still going, I might join them. So we'll raid over to them if they're still online. And I might come hang out with them while I'm doing my cleanup and stuff. Alright. Despite the interference from the rude ghost of Shar Aznabal, are you kidding me? The lens just fell out. the lens fall out? Why did the lens fall out? Oh my gosh. All right. Well, that's not good. I mentioned the rude ghost, and it was like, hello. So I had to pop up and give us a little prank before we finish tonight. Can't believe the lens fell out. That could not have been timed more perfectly. I was like talking about the rude ghost, and I felt the lens just fall into my hand. This Game Boy might be haunted, y'all. This Game Boy might actually be haunted. All right. You know, it would have been convenient if the lens had fallen out when I was, you know, trying to clean that last bit of gunk out. Just in time for October. Oh my gosh, you're right. Our haunted Game Boy Advance. Our October haunted Game Boy Advance. Alright, let's push that lens in real good. Alright. Last thing, get this USB-C charging mod back in place. Snap. All right. Game Boy. Behold. All right, let's put a game in. Zelda. Looking forward to spooky games. If you had a P.O. box, I would send you Friday the 13th for NES. And you would hate me. Is there a mark? Is there a mark next to the Game Boy logo? I don't think so. No, there's no mark next to the Game Boy logo. look at our beautiful creation, chat. But I did notice one of our water slide decals broke off, despite me covering in it clear coat. So that's not great. Yeah, I blame the ghost. All right, chat. Here's a final look at our finished Game Boy. I think it turned out really great. I'll have to figure out what to do about that water slide decal, and I might do some hand painting to fix it. It's just a little bit of white, so I might put a little white paint down and fix it up. But otherwise, I'm super happy with this. I think this is amazing. Well, thank you for coming along for this ride. Oh yeah, look at the back. The back's so beautiful. I like the back a lot too. Yeah, I wonder how that came off. Maybe I scraped it with one of the tools or something. It's too bad. I don't see it on my hands anywhere or on the desk. I wonder how it happened. Well, anyways. Thanks for, again, being here for this wonderful modding adventure. We'll have to, oh, thank you for the stretch. Oh, yeah. Oh. 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 Ooh. Sorry, I got distracted admiring the Game Boy. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for coming. And yeah, very much popcorn shrimp for reals. Let's run those end credits and get you guys out of here to somebody else. Where's my end credits? Go end credits, go. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming. I really appreciate you all being here, having a lot of fun with me today. Thank you to our wonderful mod team, Wireball, saving us from multiple bots today. Sparkinika on vacation. We'll see them soon. Thanks, Scallysprout, for hanging out. Tell us your fun frog stories. And thank you for just everyone out there lurking. Your lurkers are the best. Lurkers are a very important part of our Twitch ecosystem. Never forget that, and know you are loved and appreciated. Yeah, let's wrap things up with that raid. Let's see, is Coobs out there? Coobs is who I'm thinking of raiding if they're still streaming Lethal. Told me they were going to be streaming tonight. Yeah, there's Coobs. Oh, they're not playing Lethal. What are they playing? Oh, they're playing Among Us. Oh, wow. All right. Let's get on over there. Again, thanks for coming, everybody. I really appreciate you, and I hope y'all all have a wonderful and safe rest of your weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday. I'm gonna figure out if we're gonna be playing if we're gonna keep playing Metroid Prime 2, or if we're gonna switch to spoopy Halloween games. I want to play Soul Reaver because it's very like vampires and monsters and very ghoulish and dark, and I think that'd be a lot of fun for Halloween. But I don't want to stop playing Metroid Prime 2. It's also kind of kind of a creepier, darker Metroid Prime game, so it kind of fits. But anyways, talk to you later. Have a great night. Bye, everyone. Bye. See you later. Toodles.